Oh, didn't see you there.
All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to part 2 of Verily, A New Hope. I know it's like TV. You got to wait a week in between episodes to find out what happens because obviously, like I said last week, there's no way for you to possibly know what's going to happen in this episode besides watching this. So you tuned in. You're going to find out.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to
Right. So that's kind of the fun part
Verily,
about this
A New
for
Hope. I know it's like TV.
everybody.
You gotta wait a week in between.
And there we go. Besides hearing myself echo, which was super, super fun for me. Technical things aside, thank you for coming back. Thank you. If it's your first time with us, we do have part 1 up on YouTube for you to watch. But we have to find out at this point what happens when our heroes go into the Death Star, because that's where we left off, was with Millennium Falcon getting tractor beamed inside the enemy base. Got all the action ahead of us. We got our actors here. And without further ado, we're just going to jump right in to Act 4, Scene 1 of William Shakespeare's Star Wars, Verily, A New Hope. Actors, to your places. All right, let's do this thing. Act 4, Scene 1, inside the Death Star. Darth Vader, Grand Moff Tarkin, and Envoy.
A freighter hath been captured, entering the system Alderaan. Its markings match a ship that hath Mos Eisley quickly fled.
This errant ship belike endeavors to return the plans unto the princess, who within this base is locked in guarded cell. Perhaps the princess yet hath use to us.
Exit Grand Moff Tarkin. Vader crosses to the ship. Enter Officer 1, Stormtroopers, and Guards 1 and 2.
No person is aboard the ship, my lord. The log maintained on board doth tell a tale of all the crew abandoning the ship directly after its departure. 'Tis no doubt a decoy, sir, for all the pods have been launched.
Hast thou found any droids?
Nay, truly not, my lord. If there had been, then surely they have abandoned too.
Send thou a scanning crew aboard the ship and check its nooks and crannies every bit.
Aye, good, my lord.
Distracted is my mind, but though it's cloudy haze, the reason comes. Unless I am in error, someone here has come. I have not felt this presence since the days that are but dark in memory. This presence I have known since I was young. This presence that once called me closest friend. This presence that hath all my hopes betrayed. This presence that hath turned my day to night. This awful presence present here must be. So shall I to this presence violence present.
Exit Darth Vader.
Now to thy work and scan the ship. The scan is done. No living soul is here.
Exit Stormtroopers. Enter Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Chewbacca, C-3PO, and R2-D2. Hidden.
'Tis fortunate thou hast these storage bins.
Their use hath ever been for smuggling goods. Ne'er have I thought I would myself herein be smuggling. All we do is madness. Fie, if I could start the ship, the tractor beam would wrap its eagle talons round my neck.
The tractor beam thou mayest leave unto me.
Thou fool. I knew that thou would say as much.
I say thou fool, then fool, good sir, am I. But when thou sayest fool, remember well that fools do walk in foolish company. So if I am a fool, perhaps 'tis true, that others fools around me may be found. For who is he who hath more foolish been? The fool, or the fool who follows him?
They hide. Guards 1 and 2 stand by while scanning. Crew enters ship and are bested by Obi-Wan, Luke, Han Solo, and Chewbacca.
Boy, didst thou hear that sound?
Pray, hear sound?
Aye, truly, I quite clearly heard a sound.
Thine ears mayhap play tricks on thee, my friend.
Nay. Dost thou not think this strange?
What's strange?
The droids did flee the ship we have attacked, and unto Tatooine have gone by pod. 'Tis true thus far.
I cannot claim 'tis false.
On Tatooine, they have been traced first to Jawa's vial, and then to humans.
Dead.
Aye, dead they are. Our men did see to it. But follow on. The boy who with them lived hath fled, we know not where, till he was seen at yon Mos Eisley with the pair of droids.
Aye, 'twas all in last week's briefing. Pray, what more of this? Hast thou aught new to say?
The boy and droids together disappeared the very hour this ship did fly. And now the ship is here, though empty seems.
Nay, empty 'tis. The scanning crew doth work e'en now.
Which bringeth me full circle to the sound I just heard. Is possible, my friend, that boy and droids and rebels have all flown within the ship unto this base, and yet in now whilst thou and I do speak, still hide within the ship?
I am amazed.
Aye, verily? Thinkest thou I may be right?
I said thou hast amazed me, and 'tis true, but never did I say I think thee right. Thou dost amaze by thy o'eractive thought. A hidden boy, the droids within, a fig. Avaunt, thou silly guard, be not so thick. Thy great imagination has o'erwrought thy better senses. Thinkest thou thy powers of judgment far exceed our master's true? Mayest thou outwit the great Darth Vader or the cunning of our Governor Tarkin? Nay, we are but simple guards. Our purpose here is plain and to the point. We have been tasked to watch the ship and follow all commands, and try not to prattle on with airy thoughts.
Aye, thou hast spoke a well-considered word. Thou art a friend, as I have e'er maintained, and thou hast spoken truth and calmed me quite. The rebels hide herein? What vain conceit! That ere they should the Death Star enter.
It warms my heart to see thee so restored, and back to thine own merry native self.
Pray, may we have thy good assistance here?
Oh, so let us go together, friend. Good cheer.
Guards 1 and 2 enter ship and are killed. Exit others. Scene 2, inside the Death Star. Enter officers 2 and 3.
Say, TK-421, now wherefore hast thou left thy station? TK-421, canst thou my message hear? Take thou command, belike he hath a bad transmitter. So shall I attend and help him if I may.
Enter Obi-Wan Kenobi, C-3PO, R2-D2, and Chewbacca with Han Solo and Luke dressed as stormtroopers, killing officers 2 and 3. Now through the doorway come our heroes brave. The Imperial officers Chewbacca fights whilst Han with blaster doth his entry pave. They have arrived. Escape is in their sights.
Aye. With all this howling nonsense and with all that blasting, it's a miracle that all within the station have not heard of our arrival.
Surely let them come. A fight would I prefer to sneaking yon and hither.
We have the outlet for the system found. Oh, that my words might end their bickering.
As well, plug R2 in and he shall read the whole Imperial network.
Now hath he found the main control unto the power beam that holds the ship herein. He shall attempt to show thee presently where its exact location may be found. The tractor beam in 7 places is connected to the main reactor, but a power loss at any terminal shall set the good Millennium Falcon free.
That number 7 shall our freedom mean, but only one of 7 shall we need. I fear those numbers 7 and then 1 do something dangerous portend. Why? Our company is only 6, unless there were another joined unto us here. And then were we 7. Yet what means the 1? Oh, strangely sweeps the thoughts into my mind. I have a feeling through the force that ere we leave this place, some 7 shall we be. Yet 1 shall stay behind as sacrifice. Thus 7 and thus 1, the numbers tell the story that herein shall soon be told. Methinks ye 2 cannot assist me now. This one, e'en I shall go alone.
Aye, good. So shall I hearken unto what thou sayest, for I already on this voyage have done more than that for which I have been paid.
I would go with thee, sir.
Pray patience, Luke. But I must stay and guard the vital droids. They must be taken safely to our friends or other systems in like Alderaan. Thy destiny, dear boy, doth truly go upon a path far different from mine. And fate for thee hath spun another thread than what she hath for Obi-Wan life sticked. The Force, it shall be with thee always, Luke.
Exit Obi-Wan.
He hath bestowed a Jedi's blessing. So then am I utterly unnerved.
Wookiee, thou hast spoken well and true. Whence hast thou this old bag of bones uncovered?
Yon Ben in all good virtues doth excel.
Aye, certain he excelleth when the goal is but to lead us into trouble great.
But thou hast not excelled at offering a thought to how we can this station escape.
Yet any simple plan excelleth o'er remaining here till all descend on us. It taketh not a wisdom that excels to know for certain fact that such is true.
By heaven, I'll stop their bickering with this. New information.
I pray thee, what does all this beeping mean?
Sir, I confess I do not know. He hath declared that he hath found her. Then the droid repeats, she's here, she's here.
But Mary who?
Good Princess Leia.
Princess Leia? Here? Now doth this strange adventure stir my blood.
What sayest of princess?
Where, thou droid? Say where?
What princess? On my life, this thing unveil.
Ian, now the princess is on level 5, detention block of AA-23.
Oh me, this new discovery of mine hath shake my core, and shall arouse their souls.
I fear, good sir, it doth give certain news. The princess shall be terminated soon.
Nay, nay! So quickly met, and now with this so quickly lost? Now must we swiftly act.
What dost thou prattle on about? Pray tell.
How can one describe in simple words the import this mysterious woman hath upon my life? The droids, these droids, are hers. She hath appeared message urgent too. I see thou canst not understand it well, yet what I know is this. We must give her whate'er unflagging help and hope we may.
Speak not with such great folly. Obi-Wan hath told us to remain.
Yet knew he not that she is here? Pray tell me how we may straight make our way to the detention block.
I say again what I have said before. To this location is my purpose fixed. And whether princess be within or no, I tell thee plain, I shall not thither go.
She shall be executed. Thou hast said mere minutes past that thou wouldst not remain to see our sudden sure imprisonment. And now thy fondest wish is that we should stay?
To march to the detention blocks unwise. To make our way to danger folly 'tis. To their present ourselves is passing mad. To boldly go where none hath gone is wild.
Hast thou no heart? She sentenced is to die.
My sentence is, 'tis better she than I.
How shall I break a heart that loveth not? And how convince a man who lives by wits? He hath not seen the urgency within her eyes. He hath not known the trembling in her voice. He hath not heard the manner of her plea. And yet without his help, I fear my errand surely fails. What shall I do? I know that under his exterior, more good and noble aspirations lie. But by what tricks of speech to bring them forth, and what persuasion shall his fixed will move? My Aunt Beru hath told me once a tale. She said, when first the deep, vast Kessel mines were dug, it was revealed that the pearls of greatest value must by clever means discovered be. And so did the miners band together to make a useful tool. This tool would pearl the pearls out of the rock in such a way they seemed to emerge by ruse. This practice had a name, the hammer ploy. And now I shall play a hammer's ploy upon the soul of this good smuggler, coaxing him by means most indirect to rescue good. Thus may this pearl of his still ragged soul revealed be, and shine as ne'er before. I tell thee true, the lady wealthy is.
Say, wealthy?
Wealthy, aye, with power. If thou wouldst rescue her, thy great reward would be...
Pray, what?
Well, more a warrant than thou mayst imagine.
Ha! Thou josh with me, for my imagination hath few bounds.
Thou shalt have it.
So would I.
Aye, thou wilt.
Enough, I am engaged. But I do hope thou knowest well of what thou speakest here.
Well.
Hast thou a plan?
C-3PO, I prithee pass me those binding cuffs. Good Wookie, I shall put these on thee now. Han, perhaps thou shouldst that honor have.
Han Solo cuffs Chewbacca.
Fear not, dear Chewie. Now his plan is plain.
My Master Luke, forgive my question frank. What should we do if we discovered R?
Lock thou the door.
And pray they blasters none.
'Tis not a reassuring word.
Exit C-3PO and R2-D2 as Han, Luke, and Chewbacca go to detention block. So now, Chewbacca, Han, and Luke proceed unto detention level 5, quite grave. With bravery, good help, and all God's speed, their errand is a princess there to save. The minions of the Death Star pay no mind, nor are they by these three at all dismayed. They do not fear the Wookiee, for behind are Han and Luke as stormtroopers arrayed. In stealth does Obi-Wan pass by, and to the terminal doth make his way. But while he goes, Darth Vader feels him fly, so every character his role doth play.
Thy plan, it shall not work.
And wherefore hast thou not said this ere now?
Aye, but I have.
Luke, Han Solo, and Chewbacca enter detention block with Officer 4 and soldiers.
By heaven, I say, where takest thou this thing?
This prisoner hath been transferred here from cell 1138.
No one hath told me so. Thus, 'tis my duty.
Be thou swift and merciless, good Luke.
Han Solo, Luke, and Chewbacca kill Officer 4 and soldiers. Blasters raised and targets in their scopes, the three do overtake the Imperial threat. This obstacle o'ercome, they have fresh hopes, but still their way hath not been made clear yet.
Now shall we see wherein thy princess lies. It saith herein she now is held in cell 2187. Go, I'll hold them here. Oh, be not anxious, comrades, fear ye not. The situation here hath been controlled. All merry 'tis in the detention block.
What hath happened here?
'Tis no matter, sir. A slight malfunction of the weapons here. But all is well, and we are well, and all within are well. The prisoners too are well. 'Tis well, 'tis well. And thou art also well?
We shall dispatch a squad to verify.
Nay, there's a leak in the reactor here. Pray give us time to man the matter well. The leak is large and dangerous, but fear thou not, for all I tell thee true as well.
But who art thou, and what's thy number code?
Han Solo blasts comlink.
That conversation did my spirits bore. Now, Luke, prepare thyself for company.
Luke enters Princess Leia's chamber aside.
Thou truly art in jest. Art thou not small of stature if thou art a stormtrooper? Does this empire shrink for want of taller troops? The empire's evil ways all grant are grand, but it must its soldiers want for fear of height.
So hath my introduction fallen short. She sees the uniform, but not the man. Luke Skywalker, have thy droids. My noble errand is to rescue thee, and I with Ben Kenobi have come here.
With Ben Kenobi? Where is he?
Draw near!
Exit. Scene 3. Inside the Death Star. Enter Darth Vader and Grand Moff Tarkin.
I tell thee he is here.
Old Obi-Wan Kenobi? Wherefore dost thou think it so?
A tremor in the force hath been my guide. When last I felt its movement, I was in the presence of my former master, he.
'Twas years ago. He must be dead by now.
Thou shouldst not underestimate the power the Force doth hold.
The Jedi are extinct, their power from this universe gone, and thou, dear friend, are all that doth remain of their misguided, old religious ways. Pray, what?
Attention AA-23 hath sounded an emergency alert.
The princess? Fie. Put all the stations on alert.
I tell thee, Obi-Wan is here. E'en now, and surely with him is the Force.
If thou art right, he must not be allowed this station to escape. Nay, never nay.
Escape is not his plan. I must confront my former master, and must do it alone.
Exit Grand Moff Tarkin.
The master's lesson shall I teach in turn, when Obi-Wan I face in battle soon. I shall my vengeance win, my triumph gain, when I deliver him unto his death. Though comrades were we in full many wars, though friends we have been once, the past is gone, and all is but a horrid memory. Today my hope shall be achieved when I strike down the vile betrayer of my youth. This conflict shall fulfill my destiny, and end for him in bleak eternity.
Exit Darth Vader. Scene 4, inside the Death Star. Enter Han Solo and Chewbacca, with stormtroopers entering and Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia aside. With hearty blasts, the Imperial troops appear. Their coming doth require that Han retreat. In moment dangerous, amidst great fear, here Han and Leia, for the first time, meet.
Our exit's blocked now.
With fool's great skill hast thou our route to freedom quite cut off.
Mayhap thy highness would prefer her cell?
3PO, canst thou by any means discover how we may the cell block leave? Our entry point is now a deadly end.
All to thy presence have alerted been. The entrance only takes one, in or out. All other information where thou art hath been restricted.
Now we are quite trapped.
I cannot hold them back forever, sure.
'Tis quite a rescue thou hast planned for me. Thou hast come in, but how shalt thou go out? Hath folly been thy guide?
He hath the plan, not I, thou sweetheart of ingratitude.
Leia takes Luke's blaster, shoots hole in wall.
Pew pew!
By what dark sprite of hell art thou possessed?
It falls to me to make our rescue good. Now follow me into the refuse heap.
Princess Leia exits into chute.
Go thou hence. Get in, thou furry lump. I care not what thou smellst within, unless 'tis death must be a sweeter smell than this. Attack! Now go! He not afeared, my friend.
Chewbacca exits into chute.
I say, what charming girl thou here hast found. I either shall destroy her, or perhaps I may in time begin to like the wench.
Nay, executioner or lover, both are far too great a role for thee to play.
Now go and follow I, all else be damned.
Exit Luke and Han into chute. The scene shifts into the refuse space, where all is rot, like a funeral pyre. Though safe, our heroes' other woes now face. They go from frying pan unto the fire. Enter Han Solo, Chewbacca, Luke Skywalker, and Princess Leia in garbage pile at bottom of chute.
Oh, what wonder of the human mind had thought to bring us here. Your Highness must be lauded greatly for discovering such a wondrous smell as this. I'll blast the door. Swift, get thee hence.
Nay, prithee, shoot thou not!
Han shoots and the blast ricochets.
Thou errant knave, wouldst thou undo us all? I've already tried to exit thus, but lo, as thou now plainly seest, thou brute, the passageway is sealed magnetically.
Now rid us of that blaster quickly too, else shall I edgy trigger finger mean the certain death of all of us herein.
Oh, aye, thy worship, ha! 'Twas all in my control till thou didst lead us to this heap, nor shall the stormtroopers need any time to calculate where all of us have flown.
And yet, I say to you, it could be worse.
A loud sound is heard.
'Tis worse.
I'll warrant something lives in here.
I suspect his word is true, but fear to say. 'Tis but thy keen imagination, Luke.
'Twas not just my imagination that hath now swum boldly past my leg, or else imagination now hath body too. Aye there, did thy eyes not see? Did but a mere imagined figment just swim by?
See what?
Luke is pulled into the water by an unseen force. Yet ere young Luke with answer can respond, he's pulled into the watery depths below. For several moments in that garbage pond, no sign is seen beneath the murky flow. An ominous sound breaks forth into the pit, and seconds later Luke emerges, spent. The beast's pursuit of him for now is quit. A greater challenge doth this represent. Luke rises above the surface.
Oh, miracle that thou art truly saved. What happened there below the briny sludge?
No! The slimy creature hath released his vice-like grip on me and fled!
Another sound is heard.
I have a bad feeling about this.
The walls begin to contract.
The walls! O horrid fate, begin to move!
Be not afeared, and stand thou not in awe, but rouse thee now and halt at sure approach. Now lend me assistance.
But wait! I have a comm link and may hail the droids! C-3PO! Say, art thou? Pray, speak!
But while he tries to hail the golden droid, C-3PO hath troubles of his own, for stormtroopers are to their room deployed, and now the droids must save themselves alone. Enter C-3PO and R2-D2 aside with stormtroopers.
Oh, grant us help, for there are madmen here, who have e'en now to the prison level gone. If thou but hurry, thou mayst catch them there.
Well said, my friend. He hath a merry wit when pride and scorn not fall out from his mouth.
Aye, prithee fellows, come and follow me.
Exit stormtroopers.
3PO!
Now climb on top! In faith I try.
Where is the knave? C-3PO!
I fear a wicked fate befallen them. Pray, R2, see if they imprisoned are. Now search apace.
One thing is certain, we shall thinner be. I shall not lose my wit, even in death's face.
They are not found. Oh, great relief. Where may they be? Use the comm link? Oh, I had forgotten quite and turned it off. Pray, art thou there, sir?
3PO, 'tis thou?
I will confess we have some problems faced.
Peace, 3PO! Lend ears and not thy voice. Disarm thou every refuge master on the detention levels. Dost thou mark me, droid? Be rapid, else thy master is no more.
Nay, shut them all down. Hurry, R2, go! No heart within this golden breast doth beat, for only wires and circuit boards are here. Yet as I hear my master's dying screams, no heart is necessary for my grief. A droid hath sadnesses and hopes and fears, and each of these emotions have I felt since Master Luke appeared and made me his. No master have I e'er respected so. Thus at this moment grave I do declare, there is no etiquette for shedding tears. No protocol can e'er express my woe.
A plague on C-3PO, for action slow. A plague upon my quest that led us here. A plague on both our circuit boards, I say.
Nay, fear not, dear droid, we all still live. Pray thou open the door on maintenance hatch 326827. Blessed be!
Oh, fondest hope, oh, reverent prayers now heard. My master is alive and plagues deterred.
Exit all. Scene 5, inside the Death Star. Enter Obi-Wan Kenobi in stealth with 2 stormtroopers and power terminal. While Luke and Leia, Han and Chewie flee, old Obi-Wan has reached the power source. He cuts the tractor beam quite cunningly, then makes his exit drawing on the Force.
What do these warnings tell? Shall we explore?
I feel like it's just a drill and nothing more.
Exit. Scene 6, inside the Death Star. Enter Luke Skywalker holding stormtrooper helmet.
Alas, poor stormtrooper. I knew ye not, yet have I ta'en both uniform and life from thee. What manner of a man wert thou? A man of infinite jest or cruelty? A man with helpmate, and with children too? A man who hath his empire served with pride? A man, perhaps, who wished for perfect peace? Whatever thou wert, good man, thy pardon grant unto the one who took thy place in me.
Enter Han Solo, Chewbacca, and Princess Leia.
If we may female given vice avoid, we should be well upon our merry way.
All right, stand I ready to be gone from here.
Large sound is heard.
Say, where dost thou go to, Wookiee? Where?
Han fires.
Thou brute, they shall o'erhear.
Pray come thou here, Chewbacca, else I brand thee cowardly.
Now use thine ears, and if thou hast, thy brain. I know not who thou art or whence thou camest, yet from this moment thou shalt heed my words.
Your worship, prithee let me be direct. I have one lord and master, 'tis myself, and only from that one take I commands.
A great wonder that thou art still alive. Now prithee, shall this walking carpet be removed from my path?
A saucy wit, a wicked tongue that will be tamed, I vow. No other payment is reward enough.
They come upon the hangar where the Millennium Falcon is held.
There 'tis.
C-3PO, say, art thou there?
Aye, sir.
And art thou safe?
For now we are. We are positioned in the hangar just across, directly from the gallant ship.
And we are just above thee, so stand by.
Hast thou come here in that ungainly heap? Thou art perhaps and braver than I thought.
'Tis well and good, though I need not thy praise. Now let us hence and to the ship repair.
The foursome toward the ship with swift foot race, but soon they meet with opposition dire. Chewbacca goes with Han, both giving chase, while Luke and Leia to other paths aspire.
Fly hence, my friends, and meet us at the ship.
Exit Han Solo and Chewbacca, chasing stormtroopers.
A lion's share of courage, hath he not?
Now is her heart moved unto him? Well, what help is courage when it leads to death? But come now, let us flee another way.
The chase is underway as all make haste. Han, once pursuer, soon becomes pursued, when with a mass of stormtroopers he's faced. He turneth quick, as like a man unglued. Meanwhile, the princess and young Luke do flee from troopers coming after them with speed. They happen on an open door and see a chasm past which they cannot proceed.
Belike we have an errant corner turned, for this deep hole leads not unto the ship.
Forsooth, methinks that we shall safer be in with the pit behind a door shut fast.
She shuts the door.
Yet now I see no lock we may employ, so what for our dear freedom is the key?
Luke Skywalker shoots door control.
I take a note from Han and blaster use. Belike that shall keep the enemies at bay.
We must o'erleap this deep abyss somehow. Pray, canst thou use thy sharp and earnest wit to find a means for lengthening the bridge?
Now the wisdom of old Obi-Wan is proven, for the blaster was too harsh.
Use something prithee, or they shall burst through.
So clever Luke the scene he doth survey, and soon conceives a noble plan to cross, to take their flight and save them sans delay. He bears a length of rope as thin as floss. Attacked, now Leia matches fire with fire, and so they cross, a-swinging o'er the abyss. But ere they fly, the princess doth inspire more strength in Luke by means of royal kiss.
A kiss for luck before our flight, dear friend. A kiss upon thy cheek from lips of mine. A kiss to give thee hope and confidence. A kiss to bring us courage in this time. Now take this kiss, my gift bestowed by choice, and on the other side will soon rejoice.
Exit. Scene 7. Inside the Death Star. While droids do worry o'er their master's fate, Han and Chewbacca make their swift escape, while Luke and Leia now in safety wait. A mighty final duel taketh shape. Enter Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi with stormtroopers watching.
For certain I have waited, Obi-Wan, and now at last we meet together here. Our destinies once and for all fulfilled. The circle of our lives is now complete. A student was I when I left thee last, but now I am master over thee.
Thou art a master, Darth. I know 'tis true, but only evil hast thou mastered yet.
They duel.
In time thy powers have weak become, old man.
And yet thou canst not win, I'll warrant, Darth. For if thou strike me down e'en now, e'en here, I shall more great and powerful become than e'er thou hast imagined possible.
I tell thee plain, thou shouldst not have returned.
What noble battle passes twixt these men. Lightsabers rage from Sith and Jedi Knight. No more courageous battle hath there been. 'Tis like the day does combat with the night. Now whilst the two in conflict strike their blows, the others come that they the ship may find. At first Han Solo with Chewbacca shows, then Luke and Princess Leia just behind. Enter Han Solo with Chewbacca aside.
Did we not just this frightening party leave?
Enter Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia with them.
Where hast thou been?
We did some old friends meet, but finding them unfriendly, have both vowed to find far truer, better friends henceforth.
Hast thou seen any problems with the ship?
It seemeth fine, if we may make approach and get beyond the stormtroopers. Aye, then my fondest hope is that thine Obi-Wan hath vanquished the wicked tractor beam.
Behold, what ease! The stormtroopers go hence.
Now 'tis our chance. Good R2-D2, come.
Aye, will he now be leading me?
Fly, fly, good friends, unto the ship make haste.
As everyone unto the ship draws nigh, young Luke sees Obi-Wan trade slice with slice, and Ben Kenobi, catching young Luke's eye, prepares to make a gracious sacrifice.
A Jedi is not made of fear or haste, but must a nobler countenance display. There's a lesson learned in times gone by that still I teach myself unto this day. For many years I've spent with thoughts of this instant when Darth Vader I'd confront. But now my thirst for retribution's cold, while sweet forgiveness doth my spirit's taste. I know I cannot win this battle here, nor would I wish to slay the kindly man who surely still within this black shell lives. And so, unto death I'll go, this sleep that promises the dream of peace, this undiscovered galaxy wherein I'll know at last tranquility of heart. But ere I die, I'll one last lesson teach. I shall in this my final moment set a keen example for the universe, that future generations may yet know the valor and strength of Jedi Knights. Put up thy lightsaber now, Obi-Wan, and show thyself a Jedi to this son.
Obi-Wan raises lightsaber and is killed by Darth Vader. The cry of nay escapes Luke's trembling lip.
Nay!
And stormtroopers turn round to see them there. A battle great begins before the ship. As to the falcon these brave souls repair. But ere the group departs amid the fray, Luke hears the voice of Obi-Wan inside.
Pray run, Luke, run.
The inner voice doth say, and Luke the Death Star leaves with Force as guide. Exit. Act 5, Scene 1. Space, aboard the Millennium Falcon. Enter Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia separately, with C-3PO and R2-D2.
My heart doth break at this most recent loss. And how shall heart be healed of this grave pain? My aunt and uncle first, and now this Ben? Did e'er in person know such grief as mine?
His heart breaks for a person, Obi-Wan, and my heart breaks for a people, Alderaan. My ship crushed first, and now my planet too. Did e'er a person know such grief as ours?
I've been known this man a little time, yet in my heart he holds a special place. So I'd hope to learn from him the Force, and be his eager new apprentice too.
My Alderaan I've known for all my life, and hold it in my heart in highest esteem. So had I hoped one day to make it home, when this rebellion all is passed away.
Now must I another pathway take, and make my final destiny sans him. My hope shall not fulfilled be as planned, yet I hope I can serve through different deeds.
But now must I some other course adopt and write my life's own story without them. My dreams shall not be realized as I wished, yet may I dream to see some other fate.
Thus shall I strive to hold my head up high and be a beacon to this princess dear. So I'll in her rebellion play my part and show her what a Jedi Knight may be.
Thus shall I strive to hold my hands outstretched and be a calming presence to this man. So I'll in his deep mourning act my role and show him what a comfort friends may be.
We now approach the Empire's sentry ships. I prithee, Chewie, keep the ships at bay and angle our deflector shields whilst I do charge the weapons for our sure defense.
He enters and speaks to Luke and Leia.
My friends, I know ye grieve most heartily, yet we have not made our escape complete. I need thy help, so get thee to the guns.
With newfound strength, Luke rises to the chore and finds the console opposite from Han, with lasers armed and engines all a-roar. TIE fighters swiftly come.
Now be thou sharp, young Luke.
They coming on!
Well, they come too fast. How shall we hold them off?
The ship is struck. All lateral controls have been destroyed.
Oh, heaven.
He falls.
Be not afeard, I'll warrant that the ship shall surely hold. O ship, hast heard my word, I prithee hold.
Now have I smashed one!
Well, thou worthy lad. But be thou not too full of pride and joy. When battle's won, then mayst thou boast indeed. But none e'er boasted yet who bested were.
Still two remain, so be thou bold and wise.
With shouts and sweat and every skill employed, young Luke and Han contend with all their might. Length, the last TIE fighter is destroyed, and battle ends in a fiery blast of light.
We're the victors! Merry is the day!
I have fallen. Help! Oh, help me now! 'Tis surely thy fault, R2-D2, see?
Exit. Scene 2, inside the Death Star. Enter Grand Moff Tarkin and Darth Vader.
Now have they gone? The rebels truly fled?
They have, e'en now the jump to light speed made.
And thou art true, I prithee, say thou art, the homing beacon safe aboard the ship hath been placed been? I fear the risk unwise.
The risk and homing beacon both have been well placed. Thou, Tarkin, be assured thereon.
'Tis well, good friend, I trust thy word herein. Yet would I have thee know what danger here, while I risked the world to let them flee, since thou dost reassure and risk on thee.
Exit. Scene 3, space, aboard the Millennium Falcon. Enter Han Solo and Princess Leia.
Thy rescue hath been wondrous, thinkst thou not? Say I, at times I do myself amaze. Amazing hath my rescue of thee been. Amazing is my hand at piloting. Amazing all my part in this escape. Amazing, aye, 'tis true, my handsome looks.
Amazing is thy pride and love of self. Thus stand I now amazed that ere thou shouldst allow thy great, amazing self to stoop so low as that thou wouldst rescue such as I. But let me now amaze thee, if I may, by telling thee that thy amazement is misplaced, for ne'er have imperial ships let enemies escape with such great ease, as thou and thy amazing vessel have just now amazingly escaped.
Nay, callst thou this venture easy, princess?
I'll warn we are being tracked e'en now.
This ship shall never track and be, good sis.
Methinks thou dost upon this vessel far too great a trust bestow. But none of that, I merely am relieved that R2 doth the information safely in him guard.
But wherefore does this matter, princess, say? What carries he?
Rebellion's greatest hope, for he doth hold the readouts technical into that battle station. Aye, the one that such great power displayed o'er Alderaan. My hope is that when the data can be read, an inner weakness we shall find. Though thou hast seen this battle end, the war hath not concluded yet.
But there thou errst. Thou dost not speak my mind, for this ship and its pilot, princess, 'tis concluded now. I have not joined thy revolution. Nay, My purpose runs not to rebellion help. My purpose runs not to assist thyself. My purpose runs towards one aim alone. And I do speak it plain. I shall be paid and will be paid, and every aspect of my being lives in expectation of the moment when thou shalt my coffers fill.
Oh, fiendish knave. Be thou concerned not o'er thy reward. If thou in money dost find love, then surely thou shalt have it aye.
Enter Luke Skywalker.
Thy friend is every part, the hired man, a mercenary with no mercy he. I question whether he doth care for aught or anyone.
Exit Princess Leia.
But I do care. I do. If only, Leia, thou didst know how much. Pray, tell me, Han, what dost thou think of her?
I tell thee true, my mind is settled fast when it thinks not of her.
'Tis well, 'tis well.
Now is it plain to me why he doth ask? The boy doth fancy her. I'll warrant, else I've made a great mistake in judgment here. What use are young men's dreams if not for mocking? So I shall dance upon his tender heart. And yet...
Alas, yet? What's this of yet?
The woman truly hath a spirit bold, and yet I know not. What thinkst thou, I pray? Thinkst thou a princess could with me be?
Nay.
Exit. Scene 4. The rebel base on Yavin 4. The swift Millennium Falcon makes its course unto the place the Empire long has sought. On Yavin 4, rebellion hath its source, o'er which the final battle shall be fought. Enter Princess Leia and Commander Willard, with Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and R2-D2 behind.
Good princess, thou art safe. When word we heard about the cruel destruction of thy home, we feared the worst. But now to see thee safe is like a fragrant blossom to my sense.
In time we may recount our griefs, good sir. But now is the occasion we must act. I prithee, take this R2 unit here and use the data thou shalt find herein to plan our great attack. Our only hope it is, Commander. Trust in what I say.
The records R2 holds are analyzed, and lo, an opportunity appears. The rebels straight are of the news apprised, and hearts made ready as the battle nears. But whilst they mine good R2's database, the Empire learns where all the rebels wait. The Death Star makes its way unto the place to bring to Yavin Alderaan's grim fate. Enter General Dodona, Wedge Antilles, and various rebel commanders and pilots.
Now gather round, ye pilots, good and true, for here shalt thou a goodly lesson learn. We have a single hope in this attack, and ye shall hear how we may compass it. The battle station heavily shielded is, and hath more power to fire than half our fleet. It hath defenses against a large assault, but like the king who fell for want of horse, this station may be crushed by smaller might. A one-man fighter may have strength to clear the outer walls and penetrate therein.
Beg pardon, sir, but how, I prithee, shall a one-man fighter stand its ground against that?
A question asked in wisdom 'tis, good friend. The Empire vast hath not considered small snub fighters to be any threat, methinks, else surely 'twould make suitable defense. The strongest people often put their faith upon their strength alone, yet often such as these are bested by a people led by wisdom, skill, and cunning. To the point, the plans provided by the princess show the battle station's fatal weakness, aye. A weakness do I call it, yet be sure, the hard approach therein shall perilous be. Thou must maneuver through the trench above, the surface unto this especial point. There shalt thou find the glory spot, my lads. There shalt thou with a blast most keenly shot bring down an empire cruel and merciless. But take ye heed, for all is not yet told. The hole thou must attempt to strike is but 2 meters wide, a thermal pipe for waste. This hole shall make thy laser's power grow. This hole shall start a chain reaction great. This hole, if thou canst hit it, wins the day. This hole shall end the battle station whole.
But, sir, the odds of hitting are nil.
'Tis near impossible. Shall we, I say, attempt this madness, or mayhap 'tis best, if we do live to fight another day, if we had but another 1,000 ships.
Friends, rebels, starfighters, lend me your ears. Wish not we had a single fighter more. If we are marked to die, we are enough to make our planets proud. But should we win, we fewer rebels share the greater fame. We all have sacrificed unto this cause. You all know well the family I have lost. My dear uncle and aunt beloved, I both, and then a mentor great, a powerful friend. As massive as the grief I feel for them, I know full well they'd not have me back down. The princess hath a planet lost, with friends and family alike. How great her pain! And yet as grave as that emotion is, she knoweth they would have her lead us still. And ye goodly men and women too, ye all have lived and loved and lost as well. Your stories are with mine one and the same. For all of us have known of grief and joy, and everyone has come unto this day, not so that we may turn our backs and flee, but that we may a greater courage show, both for ourselves and those we left behind. So let us not wish further ships were here, and let us not of tiny holes be feared. Why, I with the T-16 back home gone hunting womp rats scarcely larger than a target we're called on to strike. And ye brave souls, have your memories of your great exploits in your own homeland. So think on them and let your valor rise. For with the force and bravery, we win. Great shall be the triumph of that hour when empire, haughty, vast, and powerful, is felled by simple hands of rebels base, is shown the might of our good company. And citizens in Bespin now abed shall think themselves accursed they were not here. For never shall rebellion see a time more glorious than our strong attack today.
Aye!
Aye!
Go ye then, and force be with you all.
Exit all but Luke Skywalker. A bustling preparation now is made, as every man unto his post doth go. A joyful spirit doth the base pervade, whilst on the Death Star pride doth overflow. Enter Darth Vader with Grand Moff Tarkin, aside in Death Star.
This day I'll warrant lives in history. The end of old Kenobi it hath seen, and end of the rebellion draweth near.
Exit Darth Vader and Grand Moff Tarkin. Enter Han Solo.
Now what is this? Thou hast thine only love, thy dear reward, and now thou leavest quick?
'Tis true, I do confess, for I shall ne'er be free unless I use this great reward to clear me from the crushing weight of debt. And be thou honest, should I here remain to fight against a power as great as this? 'Tis foolishness, this fight, 'tis lunacy. Pray, Luke, come thou with us. Thou art a brave and worthy lad with wit and strength to fight.
Speak thou not so, but open up thine eyes. See here what noble cause thou leavest behind. Look in the hearts of these good people here. Behold the force that keeps rebellion strong. Thou must have eyes to see what happens here, how great the cost of this bleak battle is. Thou knowest well what talent thou dost hold to pilot and to lead with manner bold. Turn not thy back upon thy fate, good Han, but turn thy heart and stay with us to fight.
What value hath reward when one is killed? What benefit gives honor to the dead? To try the fight against that station, Luke, is not good courage, rather suicide.
Take thou care now, Han, thou solo act. For certain 'tis the part thou dost best play.
Nay, listen. May the force be with thee, Luke.
Exit Luke.
The ship that flies without a thruster fails. Propulsion and direction must one have to navigate the obstacles of space. I know 'tis true, as any pilot doth. Then how can I imagine that a man can fly without a conscience as his guide? Without the inner compass of my soul, how can I vainly hope to pilot life? I know what 'tis to choose the right and good. I know the small rebellion's cause is just. I know the people here have need of help. I know all this, but still do harbor doubt. Yet shall my doubts lead me unto this choice? And shall I choose convenience over right? Or shall I choose myself or my new friends? Shall I choose rewards or my own soul? A smuggler's heart doth keep time inside. No matter sways a pirate's peaceful pulse, but something stirs in me I ne'er have felt. Is this a rebel's heart I feel within?
Exit Han Solo. Enter Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia.
What is the matter, Luke?
'Tis only Han. Methought he had a heart for good, but nay, he hath not changed his mind.
He hath a path unto himself. Not thou, nor I, nor aught can plot the course he chooses, verily.
I wish as well that Ben were here with us.
A kiss I gave thee once to give thee strength. Another kiss I give in friendship's hope.
She kisses him, then exits. Enter Biggs Darklighter.
Say, Luke!
Dear Biggs!
Oh, it warms my heart to see thee here, good friend. Shalt thou go with us hence against the Empire?
Aye! On our return, I'll bend thine ears with stories wild and true.
Enter Red Leader.
I pray thee, Luke, canst thou these ships control?
I'll stand as witness, sir, that Luke shall prove more worthy than myself. I'll warrant he's the best of pilots in the outer rim. Fear not this one, good sir. He'll earn his way.
Good lad, thou shalt suffice.
Aye, marry, sir, I'll do my part.
Red Leader exits.
Now we must thither go. But when we come again unto this place, I'll drink with thee a dram of Naboo's ale, whilst thou thy tales relate.
Hey, say, Biggs, take note. For once I did assure thee I would join rebellion's ranks. And here am I e'en now.
Shall be like olden times on Tatooine. Dear friend, it gives me comfort to see thee here. E'en in death could come and be welcome, because I know that thou dost ride beside.
Exit Biggs. Luke ascends to ship with R2-D2 and Rebel Chief.
This R2 unit hath known better days. Wouldst thou a fit replacement for it find?
Thou knave, sayest thou I have known better days? I'll better my days upon ye pay.
Hey, say not so, for R2 hath been mine through many an adventure, and belike hath exploits still to undergo.
Enter C-3PO.
Oh, there we go. Oh, be thou safe, dear R2, and return, for thou wouldst not that my existence should become a bore. O fate, I prithee, keep them safe, my master, and else should I find a lonely, tragic end.
Exit. Scene 5. Space. The final battle. As our scene shifts to space so deep and dark, over your imagination will hold sway. For neither players nor the stage can mark the great and mighty scene they must portray. We ask you, let your keen mind's eye be chief. Think when we talk of starships, there they be. If you can soon suspend thy disbelief, the Death Star battle shall you plainly see. So now, the preparation made with care, toward the Death Star rides the noble fleet. By whir of engines, rebels take the air, with courage strong their unknown fate to meet. Enter Luke Skywalker, R2-D2, Wedge Antilles, Biggs Darklighter, Red Leader, Gold Leader, and other pilots, each standing in a different place to represent his ship. C-3PO, Princess Leia, and General Dodonna stand aside. The Death Star doth approach, and shall within the range of Yavin's rebel base arrive. Within these 15 minutes. Lowe, alert.
Good men, each now speak and state his name.
Red 10 doth here stand by.
Red 7 doth stand by.
Red 3 doth here stand by.
Red 6 doth here stand by.
Red 9 doth here stand by.
Red 2 doth here stand by.
Red 11 doth here stand by.
Red 5 doth here stand by. We have our numbers, yet our souls have names. For I am Luke Skywalker, here beside my friends, good Biggs and Wedge Antilles too. No war shall render us unto mere 3s and 2s and 5s. We ride, for ride we must, and here we ride in Ben's most worthy name. True, here we ride in Leia's noble name. Aye, here we ride in Alderaan's slain name. Oh, here we ride for all the names which have throughout our lives been written on our hearts. Our debt to them is past all numbering.
Now lock thine S-files in attacking mode. We shall pass through the thin magnetic field. Use your deflector shields and form in line. I prithee, men, take care and be ye bold.
But look, I say, how large this Death Star is. I'm afeard that this shall be my end.
Pray, peace, Red 2. Now all accelerate unto speed wherein we may attack. The time is here, good men. 'Tis not to come. It will be now. The readiness is all.
Red Leader, dost thou hear me?
Verily.
The gold team leads unto the target shaft.
We have a positive position reached. Thus shall I fly across the axis to draw their fire, whilst thou doth penetrate.
The rebel ships now make their first attack and fire onto the Death Star's iron walls. Shoots with lethal laser back. 'Tis death to anyone on whom it falls.
The volleys fall from close at hand.
I see.
Red 5 reporting. Swiftly I go in. My first attempt here falls. Oh, hit the mark!
With courage rare, Luke makes initial pass and blasts his way onto the Death Star's hull. But now maneuvers he too close. Alas! Shall he escape the fire's most deadly pull?
How goes it, Luke?
I nearly cooked my goose, but all is well. Now shall I take more care?
Enter Darth Vader and Officer 5 aside.
Full 30 ships descend upon us, sir. So small our lasers passed them by.
Aye, then shall we destroy them ship to ship. Tell thou the crews be ready to attack.
Exit Darth Vader and Officer 5.
Now take ye care, good men. Great fire doth range from outside of the harsh deflection tower.
I stand prepared.
Now shall I strike. Pray, give me thy good cover, Porkins.
Stand I strong and ready to give thee aid, Red 3.
There we go. Now bravely Biggs doth render sharp hard blast unto the evil Death Star's armored side. The Empire's fire unto his mate hath passed, and now Red 6 doth face a troubled ride.
Disaster at me strikes.
Eject, forsooth.
I yet may set it right.
Anon, pull up.
Nay, nay, all warn, all shall be well.
Explosion! Red 6 dies. In 7 minutes shall the Death Star be within the range of our fair rebel base. As rebel spirits with great strength redound, a voice speaks unto Luke as to a son. Luke hears the voice and its familial sound. 'Tis his old friend and master, Obi-Wan. Enter ghost of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Pray, trust thy feelings, Luke.
I hear this voice, and know it well. O me, speak thou again, and heed the voice, my soul, and trust thyself. On Ben's command I'll strike a hearty blow.
He shoots and strikes the Death Star. Exit ghost of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Enter control officer. Squad leaders
mark me well.
Go for it.
New fighters have appeared and come toward you presently.
My scope shows not, my eyes to them are blind.
Employ thy visual scanning. They approach. Red 7, thou hast one upon thy rear.
My ship is hit. How must I die, dear?
Explosion. Red 7 dies.
Good friends, if thou dost catch an enemy behind thy ship, I prithee watch it well.
Now am I plagued by such one. Help, help! For neither can I see where he doth go. He flies so close that my maneuvers fail.
Hold fast, brave Biggs, till I can give thee aid. Upon the enemy I fly and shoot.
Bold Luke, thou hast a life returned to me, so may I one day give to thee in turn.
Enter Darth Vader with Imperial pilots 1 and 2.
I prithee, soldiers, let us hence away, for many of our fighters are removed from their own fleet. Then let us swiftly go and straightway make pursuit of these rogue ships.
Darth Vader and pilots enter ships.
Oh, Luke, thou art pursued. Pull in.
Pray guard thy back, good Luke. More fighters do approach.
I've been hit, but not unto the death. Small R2, see if thou the damage canst repair. Hang thou on, good droid.
Red 10, canst thou see whether the weather's gone, Red 5?
A heavy fire appears upon this side. Red 5, where art thou?
Here, but cannot shake the villain who doth hotly follow me.
I come for thee, good Luke. Be not afraid.
Oh, fie, my dear friend Biggs, where canst thou be? Thou promised that thou owest to me a life, but where is thou now, that help of which thou spokest? 'Twas partly for our friendship I am here. For long I wished to join thee as thou fought, and many were the tales adventurous thou broughtst with thee, whilst visiting our home when still I worked the crops on Tatooine. But now hast thou deserted me, old friend? When I am even at the door of death, hast thou fled? Say nay, dear Biggs.
Take that, thou scoundrel, base Imperial scum!
Great thanks, good Wedge. Heroically hast thou done.
Red leader, hear my word. The gold team shall begin our swift attack into the trench.
Godspeed, gold leader. Go with might and strength.
I fly and fly toward my enemies. This day the dark side of the Force shall reign, as I disrupt the weak rebellion's plans, and with my men destroy their every hope. Good pilots both, remain set for attack.
The port for the exhaust has been locked in and marked. The whole shall make us whole by mates. Now, switch thy power to front deflector screens. Gold 5, what sayest thou? Canst thou count the guns?
Be like just 20 yon and hither both, upon the surface and with the towers.
Within 5 minutes shall the Death Star be upon our rebel base and set to strike.
To targeting computer presently I switch.
I received a signal on the ship's computer that the port will soon be in our range. But soft, good friends, what's this? The guns. It seems that the guns have stopped.
So watch thy rear and stabilize thy shields. Perhaps an enemy doth come behind.
Aye, aye, they come. 3 ships at point 210.
The battle heats as Vader and his men approach the threefold members of Group Gold. The Empire's hate will be fulfilled when Darth makes his power known with blows full bold.
I shall destroy the rebels vile myself. Just give me thy good cover and 'tis done. Now shoot I once, and death is the result.
Darth Vader shoots. Explosion. Gold 2 dies.
I have no power to maneuver. Fie!
Stay thou on target.
Nay, we run too close.
Stay thou on target.
Wretch, pray give me room.
Darth Vader shoots. Explosion. Gold Leader dies.
Gold 5 doth this ill news report. We have lost Dutch and Tyree both.
In troth, I hear. Stay ready.
From behind they do attack!
Darth Vader shoots. Explosion. Gold 5 dies.
So much of desolation and of death. Is this rebellion worth the lives here lost? Yet would I gladly my life give to it, thus reason not to need my troubled soul.
Whilst all the rebels mourn the loss of life, upon the Death Star tensions have been proved. The rebels' plan hath reared the threat of strife, but Governor Tarkin stands assured, unmoved. Enter Grand Moff Tarkin with Chief Officer aside in Death Star.
The rebel sharp attack hath been well probed, and now it doth appear a danger looms. I do confess my love to thee, good sir, and would my very life lay down for thee. Wouldst thou that I make ready thine own ship, that thou mayest flee should fighting turn to death?
Retreat while we do win the day, you jest. Forsooth, stand unmoved like a rock.
Exit Grand Moff Tarkin and Chief Officer. The Death Star shall within 3 minutes be upon the rebel base.
Red boys, 'tis I, thy tried and true leader. We shall meet upon the mark at 6.1. Make haste.
Red 2 doth stand obedient at thy side.
Red 3 doth come.
Red leader, hear me now. It is base 1 who speaks to thee. Keep half thy fighters out of range upon thy next attempt. If one group sadly falls, belike the other shall succeed, so shall we make the Empire take our fleet by halves, not wholes.
I hear and understand, good sir. Now, Luke, take thou Red 2 and Red 3 with thee, and wait upon my signal ere thou makest thy run. Now hence we go, an empire for to slay.
Red leader with the others, 12 and 10, make their descent into the trench with speed. Their bravery, cunning, and their acumen may give these men the victory they need.
Dost thou agree it should be in our sights?
Pray keep thine eyes a-watching for those ships that have our comrades cruelly destroyed.
The interference hath become too wide. Red 5, canst thou yet see them where they standest?
I see no ships, but wait, aye, they approach. They come at point 35.
I see them now.
My ship hath come in range of that sly port, the port that hath evaded us so far. But now, the target shall be mine. If ye good friends may hold them there a while, I shall this battle end with one swift stroke.
Close in, my lads. We 3 shall ride as one.
Aye, almost there.
Darth Vader shoots. Explosion. Red 12 dies.
Pray fire, else we die too.
Aye, almost there.
They set upon my back. I can no more withstand their quick attack.
Darth Vader shoots. Explosion. Red 10 dies.
I shoot, for rebels' glory, shoot. The blast hath left the shaft.
Hast hit? Is victory yet within our sights?
Alas, my finest efforts I have given, and yet the blast falls errant and doth miss its mark. 'Tis but an impact on the surface. Pooh!
Red leader, be thou not dismayed. We shall protect thee even now. Turn thou toward the point 05, and we shall cover thee.
Nay, save me not, my engine hath been crushed, and death is welcome now. Instead, dear Luke, good Wedge, brave Biggs, be thou prepared for thy run, for thou art now our only hope.
Darth Vader shoots. Explosion. Red leader dies. The Death Star now in but a minute shall upon the rebel base on Yavin come.
Once more onto the trench, dear friends, once more. The death of our dear friends we see today, and by my troth their souls shall be avenged. I was not angry since I came to space until this instant. Strike at us, and thou shalt know the power of the Force, thou brute, thou empire full of hate and evil deeds. Aye, pluck us down, and we shall rise again. Our cause is not alone for these good men who here were killed today. Our cause is not alone for those on Alderaan who died. Our cause is for truth, for righteousness, for anyone who e'er oppression knew. 'Tis not rebellion for the sake of one, 'tis not a cause to serve a privileged few. This moment shall resound in history for every person who would freedom know. So Biggs, stand with me now, be my aid, and Wedge, fly at my side to lead the charge. We three, we happy three, we band of brothers shall fly unto the trench with throttles full.
We stand with thee, ready for the fight.
Luke, at that quick pace, shalt thou escape before thy speedy ship is blown in twain?
We'll be like Beggars Canyon back at home.
Youth descend at once into the trench, wherein their fates shall surely written be. Darth Vader, close behind, prepares to quench his thirst upon the blood of martyrs 3.
We shall stand fast in hand to give thee help.
My scope doth show the tower, but the port appeareth not. How certain art thou, Luke, that our computers can each hit the mark?
Good pilot, watch thyself, increase to full.
I prithee, what shall we do about the tower?
Give thou unto the enemy thy thoughts, but let the tower be my concern alone. Now art to fix the stabilizer that hath once more come unhinged. Pray, fix it fast.
Now shall I be not fool, but fix.
The fighters behind us. At point 3, they come upon my rear too fast. Alack, I've been hit and must depart, my friends.
I get thee clear, good Wedge. Thou shalt not help our cause if thy ship flieth not. Anon, and live to fight another day with me.
With all my heart, I truly wish thee well.
Exit Wedge.
Aye, let him go, the leader we pursue.
Make haste, Luke. Oh, Luke, methinks they do approach even faster than before. I shall not hold them back for long.
Now R2 straight increase the power.
Make haste, Luke. Oh, alas!
Darth Vader shoots. Explosion. Biggs dies.
That ever I should see this day. Oh, woe! My childhood friend from Tatooine now slain, protecting me from harm. Thou owest a life, dear Biggs, sweet Biggs, and thou hast paid. And now 'tis down to me, the boy turned warrior. Be still, my errant heart, and seek the Force.
The leader now is mine.
Take care, sweet R2-D2. Come thou back, I pray.
Luke's ship comes closer to the little port, while Vader and his crew draw all too near. Young Luke to his computer doth resort, until he hears the voice speak in his ear. Enter Ghost of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, use the Force, dear Luke. Let go and trust.
I sense the Force in this one here, almost as if I did my younger self a spy.
I pray thee, trust me, Luke. All shall be well.
The hearing of these words is like a balm unto my soul. So shall I trust the Force, and not this fallible computer here.
Luke turns off computer. What is this, Luke? Thy targeting machine hath been turned off. What can be wrong? Pray, tell.
Nay, all is well. Fear not, good friends.
Darth Vader shoots. R2-D2 is hit.
Small R2-D2 hath been lost.
The Death Star now has come within our range.
Commander, thou mayst fire when thou hast made all goodly preparations thereunto.
Now face thy death, thou rebel.
Sir, take heed.
Now in a trice, brave Han is on the scene. The smuggler hath returned on errand kind. With sly approach, he makes his way unseen and slays the Imperial pilots from behind. Enter Han Solo and Chewbacca firing on Darth Vader and Imperial pilots. Explosion. Imperial pilots 1 and 2 die.
But how?
Darth Vader exits in confusion, his ship spinning out of control.
Thy path is clear, young Luke. Now do thy deed and let us all make way back home.
I stretch my feelings out and use the Force, and on the instant seems the porthole vast, not small or difficult to strike, but large. The ship is armed, and now I take the chance. The blast's away, and with it, all our hopes.
Luke shoots and hits the target. Laser hits its mark with certain aim, and as the Death Star arms to strike the base, the chain reaction sets the orb aflame. The Death Star hath exploded into space.
A timely blast hath hit the perfect mark. 1 in a million was thy force-filled shot.
Remember me, O Luke. Remember me, and ever shall the Force remain with thee.
Exit. The Rebel base on Yavin 4. Enter Luke Skywalker from ship with Princess Leia and various rebels.
Hurrah!
Leia!
That did succeed.
Enter Han Solo.
Hi-ho!
Good friend, I knew that was returned. I knew that lost with thy spirit good.
Nay, should a pirate let another take his own reward?
Thou gentle soul, I knew thou wert made of sterner stuff than money made.
Enter R2-D2 injured and C-3PO.
Oh, R2, canst thou hear me? Speak, canst thou repair him? Thou canst, I beg, if any of my parts be of use, pray say the word.
Fear not, he'll be made whole.
We shall at once begin our best repair.
Exit C-3PO with R2-D2 and Rebel Leader 2.
Now ends a noble quest, a battle won. Now hath a true adventure reached its goal. Now hath the good rebellion faced its foe and triumphed, though it seemed that all was lost.
Along the way, dear friends were lost and made. Along the way, strange creatures have we found. The stories have been told, the villains met. The griefs and exultations all played out.
A chance for new beginnings we have made, directing hearts unto the rebels' cause. These are the Star Wars we have fought and won, for now our battles and our scenes are done.
A new day with the sun of peace, the day whereon the rebels welcome fate. For from their enemies they find release, and now with mirth they come to celebrate. Young Luke, strong in the Force, doth walk beside the noble Han, whose valor won the day. The rebels form an aisle and rise with pride as Luke and Han march forth in grand display. Now Leia smiles and gives them their reward, as each bows low with hope and joy sincere. C-3PO and R2, now restored, look on as brave Chewbacca sounds the cheer. There let our heroes rest free from attack, till darkness rise and Empire strike back. Oh, so good, you guys. That was awesome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for part 2. Both of these are going to be on YouTube, so you'll be able to watch the entire thing in its entirety. We just kind of figured it would be good to not marathon almost like 3.5 hours of Star Wars, even though the movie would be. But, you know, imaginations kind of run out after a little while, so I get you. As alluded in the end monologue there, our next stream is going to be The Empire Striketh Back. We are going to continue through the original trilogy. So we're going to take a week off. So next week we'll be off, but we'll be back on May 20th, probably around the same time. So around 7, we'll be live streaming again. Thank you to all of the actors for joining in. The credits are in the description of the video. That way you know who played who. Because we had a lot of people playing so many different roles, and I love all of the costumes and backgrounds, and everybody died really well. I do have to say, all the explosions that happen, I mean, that's a really good resume builder. So really great job. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That way you can be up to date when we post our new live streams. But thank you guys for coming out once again. Please stay safe out there. May the Force be with you. Have a good night. Bye.